G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to talk about how we finally have performance mode fixed. The storm bug is gone. We have bubble builds and we have a functioning performance mode for the first time in such a long time. But should you be using it? I've reached out to a bunch of people. I've done a bunch of testing to see whether the frames are worth it. Is the input delay worth it? And I've got all those answers for you. Also, I want to talk about the new arena and competitive game modes we had added to Fortnite today. We have free-for-all arena and we have the new scrims that are running through Fortnite. I want to talk about how they went and whether this new free-for-all game mode is actually worth playing. Also, at the end of today's video, I want to do something a little bit different. If you're like me and you're finding Fortnite's getting a little bit stale right now, you are getting a little bit bored of it, I just saw a game trailer and it's the first time in a really long time. I am so excited for a new game to play and I want to share it with you guys and give my thoughts on it. So if you're a bit bored of playing Fortnite right now, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. Remember guys, if you want to support me, please click that subscribe and like button down below. And if you haven't already, please use code Aussie in the Fortnite item shop. Thank you so much. I've made a lot of videos on performance mode, and honestly, I thought I was getting towards the end of them, but we had performance mode finally get fixed. If you didn't know, performance mode recently on bubble builds, so on the higher meshes, was bugged. If you were anywhere near storm, it looked more pink and purple than my stream room. You couldn't see anything. It was just terrible. Even when you weren't in storm, it made it look like you were in storm. Fortnite did come out and say that it was a bug and they were working on it. I thought this would take longer than it did, but it looks like it's back. So right now, performance mode on high meshes means you're going to get bubble builds, you're going to get lower input delay, better frames, I'll get to that in a second, and no more bugs. So let's talk about it. With this now changed to the storm, which is the main reason why most people stopped using performance mode, is it actually worth using? Now, the input delay is definitely far, far less. You can feel it. It is so smooth. People have done tests on this. It is much, much better. But the frame drops are pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Unless you're on a pretty decent setup, you are gonna see worse frames on performance mode than if you stuck to DX11. I would just recommend not using DX12 at all unless you have an absolute beast PC, and even then, I crash more on DX12 than anything. So for me right now, the way I kind of weigh it up is, do you want less input delay, but sometimes you'll get a few frame drops? Performance mode. Do you want a little bit more input delay, but knowing you're not going to get anywhere near as many frame drops? DX11. That's kind of where it's at right now. Honestly though, if you like the look of it, I would recommend you guys try performance mode on low meshes. I know it's mobile builds. I know you guys say it's ugly, but there's a bunch of pros right now who are leaning over and using this because it makes the game run so smooth. You get like no frame drops. The only issue is how it looks, but also when you are build fighting, you can't see through fully built wood is one of the reasons I disliked it, and I really struggled to figure out which walls were mine and which were my enemies when editing them, but give it a go. A lot of people haven't even tried it, and I know a lot of pros are now moving over to it and saying it's phenomenal. Now, let's talk about our new arena game mode. I talked about it yesterday. I thought it was going to be squads, but I didn't realize, and you guys all commented this in the video before it got announced, far, far away was the tweet for the announcement. I thought that was like a Star Wars reference, and I said that Ronaldo had a really good pick. I didn't realize the first 3 letters of that is FFA, and that's why Booga said it. I'm honestly such an idiot. You guys made fun of me, rightfully so, but we do have arena free-for-all. Now, how is it? It's terrible. And you guys know me, I very rarely say that. I'll be like, oh, it's not the best, it could be better, and I'll look for the silver lining. This game mode is bad. Objectively, it is bad. If you like it and you're having fun on it, good for you, that's awesome. But 99.9% of people, I guarantee, have the same experience as me. You jump in and there's only 3 builds. You're just in these weird spawn locations. People keep spawning on top of you. If you build a base and you keep getting eliminations, you can get enough material to build like a turtle box. And if one player does that, they have a huge advantage if anyone pushes them. You get siphon on eliminations, but you don't, it's terrible. It's honestly just, it's not a good game mode. It's not even that fun, but it's definitely not competitive. When I think of them adding arena game modes, I'm thinking of new competitive game modes, like the box fights. They had their issues, but I could understand what they were going with, and I thought they served an interesting purpose. That's why I thought we were gonna get zone wars or some kind of like 1v1 build fight, something like that, because it's arena, it should be competitive, and that game mode, maybe you could argue it's a bit of fun, but you cannot tell me it is competitive competitive in any way. So unfortunately for me, it does get a big cross. I really did want to see a better arena game mode, and I hope this is not the direction Fortnite's going with their future arena game modes. Arena FFA wasn't the only new competitive game mode we had added. I talked in yesterday's video about the new Aura and Open Scrims in EU, which is basically scrims that are in Fortnite through the Compete tab. Now, I had a bit of hope for this. I thought it was a really great concept. I thought it was really good, but I had my doubts about whether the games would actually be good when there's no reward, and to no surprise, the games were pretty terrible. I heard that there was about 40 players on second zone. So Aura Scrims, the Aura Scrims, which remember is the one that had the top 500 trios from last FNCS, it looked like it was just potentially like just pros in arena. It was just all the pros that were top 500, but they weren't playing it like a scrim because there's no reward. So they were just hard W king. Open Scrims was very, very similar, I've heard as well. So no one's really surprised. These are gonna have to have some kind of a reward. I talked about that again in yesterday's video, whether it be like skins or gun wraps or just even like a logo next to your name on your friends list or some kind of a leaderboard that's a lot more advertised. There has to be some incentive for people to play these games properly. If they stay the way they are, they're not going to get any better. Scrims only get worse. A lot of the times, games are going to be good if people think the games are going to be good. Remember when Arena very first came out in Fortnite and it was like insanely stacked because everyone was like, whoa, it's so competitive. I'm versing a lot of really good players. And then over time, as people started to realize it wasn't as good, you then play differently and you start W king, which makes them worse. And then it gets worse exponentially as other people see, oh, the games aren't good, so they start W king. So I don't have any hope they're going to get better from here, but I've also got a question why Fortnite put them in EU. I mean, EU has only just recently started to get pro scrims working after seasons and seasons of having notoriously bad practice. It is the W key region. They really should have maybe tried this on NA East or NA West to try to get people to play it properly and build up that kind of culture around scrims through the Fortnite Compete tab. They're going to be good games. We're going to take them seriously. They started off in the region that is just going to W key, and I'm not at all surprised they were. So really good theory. I love that Fortnite's trying, but again, like FFA, I think this one missed the mark, and unless they make some changes and add some rewards, I can't see it getting any better. Last but not least, I want to do something different on my YouTube channel. I've almost never really done this. I want to talk about another game, and I know that might blow your guys' minds. I love Fortnite. I love competitive Fortnite. It is my favorite thing to do, and I'm still very, very addicted. But if you've ever watched my streams right now, you know that I'm just not really enjoying playing Fortnite right now, whether it be arena or whether it be pubs. it's a bit stale. I don't think the meta is terrible. I think it's a decent competitive meta, but I just don't enjoy playing arena, whether it be the crafting, whether it be I'm just bored of the map, stream snipers, whatever it is. I'm just really taking the biggest and only break I've ever really taken from playing Fortnite, and I'm trying other games, and honestly, unfortunately, to no real success. Warzone is just full of hackers and campers, and if someone's looking at an angle first, doesn't matter how good my aim is, I'm usually gonna lose anyway. But I finally got a light at the end of the tunnel. I have a game that I'm excited for, and it's coming out in a week, and it's a game you've probably already heard of. It's Apex Legends, but don't click off. I know what you're thinking. Apex Legends Aussie, that game's been around for ages, but it's a new season with an entirely new game mode, an entirely new legend, and a new map, and a new weapon. Now, if you haven't played Apex, and I also have to state, this is not sponsored. I have not been paid to play this. I have not been paid to stream it or make this video. I just think this looks really awesome. Starting off with the new game mode. It's basically Apex Legends, but it's 3v3 like Valorant or CSGO. You buy weapons, and it's a 3v3 in a smaller map, and at the end of the round you lose your money, you lose the weapons you bought, but you have extra money if you win the round, so you can buy better weapons and you can build on like that. It looks so ridiculously cool. I'm gonna link the trailer down below. I highly recommend watching it, but the map's been redone. There is a new legend that looks freaking awesome. They've added a bow that can like bow one shot, or you can use it like a shotgun. Just watch the trailer and tell me you're not excited to play that game. And I wanted to share it because I'm gonna be streaming it a little bit on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Aussie Antics. When tournaments aren't on, I am always usually playing games or just watching YouTube and chilling out with you guys. And for the longest time now, since I stopped really enjoying playing Fortnite, I've been struggling to find a game that I've enjoyed playing or looked forward to. And I think this might be it. So I wanted to share it with you guys in case you're in a similar spot. I know a lot of people in the community, a lot of people in my stream are saying the same thing. They don't really enjoy playing Fortnite, but they have nothing else. So I wanted to at least share it as an update that's coming out. I might make some videos on like how to get into Apex Legends, like some of the legends if you're trying to get into playing the game, maybe some strategies and stuff. Don't worry, the Fortnite content will still be here. I'll always still do my tournament recaps and all of that. I'm still daily uploading, but I just wanted to gauge your guys' interest. Would you guys like some content like that? Would you think it'd be interesting? Even some Warzone content or just other games in general? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, that does it for this video. If you liked it, please chuck a like on it. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments about anything I've talked about. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.